What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video I'll be showing you 5 loot rooms that will help optimize your space inside the base. And starting off with number 1, we have a 6 large loot box loot room, which can also be turned into a TC room if you wanted to, and it comes with one baby little small box that if you wanted to use that you could use it, put a barbecue here instead. You can also put a TC in this back left corner, but you have to face it this way so that it will actually fit. But you just carry on doing the design, you just take out the stone box at the back. But again, this is a pretty optimized loot room in my opinion, but I'd highly recommend turning it into a TC room. But obviously I can't place too many TCs in the same radius, so I can't put it there yet. So let's move on to work number 2. Alright, so this is the loot room number 2, and I normally have these scattered around the exterior core. Now, I choose to use these as drop boxes instead of loot rooms inside the base. But you can also use these as loot rooms if you really want to. You just change this one to face out towards you. Or you can change around a little bit, but I think this one looks aesthetically pleasing. It just looks all nice and clean. You can access all the box really easily. So yeah, that is number 2. Nothing really too much going on. Moving on to number 3, this is the TC room I was on about, and I find this is one of the best TC rooms for me personally. Now, you can always access everything in all of these loot boxes. Sometimes they might be a little bit harder to access, but this one comes with 4 large loot boxes and 4 small loot boxes and a TC. So I'd highly recommend using this as your little TC room. But make sure to place this box after you place the door on, because as the door will not place just because it's just a little bit over the line here. Alright, heading over to the 4th loot room spot, and this is one of the unlootable loot rooms, depending on if they get TC or not. Obviously you can just pick it up and access everything inside of it, but it's just as easy to put it back on and you can't lose it. You can also put some window bars on the front of it so you can't access it at all. But I highly recommend putting code locks on these, just so they have to break it, and they might not be able to get the bags, especially on the ones at the back here. They won't be able to get bags on them, especially ones on the floor as well. They just won't be able to get the bags, which makes it super OP and unlootable unless you get TC. So I'd highly recommend any of you solos or duos that are building a smallish base, get some of these in your base. They're super helpful, and to help your loot stay secure, just make sure to hide TC. Heading on to the last loot room here, and it's not a long video, but this is one of my favourite loot rooms by far. It has 6 large boxes, 2 furnaces and 2 small boxes. There would be 3 small boxes, but I added furnaces instead of barbecues. The only reason I didn't add a small box here was because that I wanted to access the large boxes down here. So if I did put a small box on this triangle, then I won't be able to access the 2 boxes down below. But overall, this loot room is pretty good, but you do have to have a sunken foundation, which is the only problem. But if you're okay with that and your base kind of design wraps around this, then I'd highly recommend going for this. It's super spacious, super open, and makes it super adaptable for any base. But that's really it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. It hasn't been a long video. Make sure to join the Discord that is linked down in the description below, and make sure to pay a little bit of attention to the thumbnail creator that I'll link that also down in the description below to his Fiverr. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.